And I know that you've got some new facilities at CSU and doing quite a bit of work looking at feed efficiency in cattle and some of the genetics behind that trait. I wonder if you could just kind of give us an update on what's going on in that area.
Sure, John. In 2008 and 2009, Colorado State University at Vice President Research level, College of Agriculture and Department of Animal Sciences acted together to establish the CSU Feed Intake Unit. We have the capacity to feed 200 bulls or cattle per test, and we're trying to run 2 to 3 tests a year. So far, since the facility's been established, we have collected individual feed intake records using GrowSafe technology on a little over 1,000 head. And at the same time, we are collecting other economically relevant phenotypes and DNA, and that fits into our larger research mission of not only studying the genetic architecture of feed intake and various measures of feed utilization, but incorporating some of the newer genomic technologies and how that might help us to provide the industry with genetic improvement tools for efficiency.
How much variation do you see in the bulls that you test through that feed efficiency program?
There's several ways to express how much variability there is. Phenotypically, we see as much as 8 to 9 pounds of dry matter intake per day on bulls that are approximately 1 year of age. We're seeing that approximately 40% of that phenotypic variation is due to additive genetics. So we're very optimistic about the ability of incorporating this into a national genetic evaluation program that would lead to significant permanent genetic improvement for traits like dry matter intake and various measures of efficiency.
That's gotten to be such an important trait as we look at feed prices and input prices in general increasing dramatically, and I know there's a lot of interest from producers. Is there much that they can be doing right now, or is it still something that is a little bit more out in the future as far as selecting for feed efficiency in their bulls or replacement heifers?
There are certainly still very important research questions that we have to answer, particularly the relationships of feed intake with various measures of fertility and lifetime productivity in females, and we are addressing those questions. We are prepared at this point, I would say, that we could implement very easily a national evaluation program that links together the various facilities that are equipped to measure individual feed intake across North America and other countries as well. We are investigating international collaborations to combine all of these data sets to do exactly that, where we would be able to provide the familiar EPD type selection tool as well as bioeconomic selection indexes, which is something that the industry has really started to embrace, and we feel that we're there. One of the limitations to feed intake is the critical data to motivate this kind of an international evaluation program is collecting the actual phenotypes. Currently it's one of the more expensive phenotypes that we can collect, but that cost is becoming a lot more realistic for the more progressive breeders who understand the potential economic gains of genetic improvement of not only intake but various measures of efficiency. So we're seeing a growing national database, and we're following that, and we're making our best efforts among scientists and producers to combine those data sets to make the most optimal progress that we can.